Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, and please subscribe if you like what you see. So in today's video I will be showing you guys how I blow out my natural hair and also how I straighten it to be silky, straight and sleek and very much straight. But firstly, very important, we have our heat protectant spray from Tresemmé because we don't play with heat damage here in this house, okay? I had heat damage once, it wasn't fun. I had to transition back to natural all over again. So now I don't play, okay? So I'm gonna spray this all over, and this is a water-based heat protectant. So that's why I spray that first and then I work it all the way through. Also, please excuse all of the funny faces I make in this video. I don't know why I always make these faces when I'm doing my hair. I guess I was just in the moment concentrating and not really realizing that all of these faces will be on camera on YouTube. But you know, it is what it is. And then next I am going to go in with the Heat Protection Hair Serum from Olive Oil ORS, and because this is an oil based serum, I will be applying this after the Tresemmé spray, which is water based, because oil is a sealant. So we apply that after the water based things so that it can seal everything in. If you apply this one before the Tresemmé spray, then you will seal your cuticle off and the water won't be able to penetrate. So before I blow dry, I will make sure to detangle every section with my wide tooth comb, and it looks like I'm very rough, but I was very gentle. It's just that these clips are sped up. And to blow out my hair today, I'm actually using my blow dryer with the comb attachment. So whenever I want to save time on blow drying my hair to do it quick fast, I make sure to use the blow dryer with the comb attachment, which Sonia, my friend, got for me in Kenya. Actually, my mom bought it for me in Kenya. So whenever I use this blow dryer, like I said, it cuts down my blow drying time by a lot. The only downfall is that my hair isn't as straight, especially my ends. It gives me more volume. It doesn't really make my hair like sleek like it would when I was using a round brush and working in smaller sections. If you guys would like to see how I blow dry my hair using a round brush, please make sure to check out my hair transformation video. I will also have it linked down below in the description box. There my hair was in a roller set before I blow dried it, but the technique is exactly the same whether or not I use the round brush on a roller set or on wet curly hair like this. As you can see, I was a bit struggling there with a knot and a tangle. And guys, I've realized since being in lockdown, I've obviously done a lot more protective styles where I braid my hair up while it's still wet and in its curly and shrunk up state. And I haven't really worn my hair stretched, because normally I would wear my hair stretched. So I would deep condition my hair and then I would blow dry it with this blow dryer with the comb attachment and just stretch my afro, and then throughout the week I would moisturize it with a leave-in, and obviously it would revert back to some extent, but it won't be in the curly shrunk up state all the time. But now during lockdown, it is in that state all the time, and I've realized that my ends have become a nightmare to detangle, because I think it's because when my hair is in that shrunk up state, I have very tight curls. That's just my curl pattern, and then the ends, they just become entangled. So my ends were in an entanglement with one another, with each other. And so I ended up trimming my hair in lockdown, like you guys saw on my channel. But after that video, I trimmed my ends again the following week because it was still not acting right. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that when I had my mini braids in, I also cut some of my hair. So guys, now my hair is just super short, especially in the front. Like, I have accidental bangs. You guys will see when I straighten my hair, there's a bangs going on in the front. And I realized that it was all unnecessary. Like, I didn't have to cut my hair. I should just wear my hair stretched more often, because when I did that, I didn't have this problem with my ends. My ends didn't become entangled. So I've actually seen a lot of natural hair people referring to themselves as straight hair naturals, where they wear their hair straight, so it's either blow dried or straightened, and they do their weekly deep conditions, and they don't heat train the hair where the hair actually becomes heat damaged because they're straightening it so often. They just wear it in either a blow dried or a straightened state instead of the curly state. And I'm really contemplating becoming a straight hair natural, especially during winter, because even when I had heat damage, my hair was still very healthy and it was still growing, it wasn't breaking, and my ends were not entangled. So I'm actually thinking about that, and I'll let you guys know. But when I do decide to become a straight hair natural, it would be just blow drying my hair with this blow dry with the comb attachment. It wouldn't mean straightening my hair on a regular basis, because that is just asking for trouble. I know that. Okay? But I've worn my hair in this blow dried position state, and it doesn't damage my hair at all. Like I said, on the contrary, it prevents my ends from becoming entangled. Alright guys, so now I'm going in with my flat iron. This is a Toni&Guy flat iron, and I have it on the highest heat setting, but I don't do a lot of passes, so I make sure to go over the roots, and then I use the chase method with a small tooth comb, and then I go through my hair, one maximum two passes on a specific piece of hair, and I do this using the white small tooth comb or fine tooth comb, rat tail comb, and then I will make sure to use the black one, which is a lot smaller. Oh yeah, I'm going over it again. Okay, maximum 3 times, scratch that. And then I use the rat tail comb, which is the black rat tail comb, which is a lot finer, and then I just use that on my ends. But when I use a round brush, I don't have to like go over my ends specifically, because they are already very, very straight. And yeah, I just have the whole straightening process sped up. But once it gets to the front, I'm actually gonna have a clip where it's in real time, and you can see exactly what I'm doing, and the lighting falls onto my hair a bit better, because at the back you can't really see my black hair on my dark top. Also, I really wish that it was actually this quick for us to straighten my hair and to blow dry it, because blow drying and straightening natural hair is a full-on arm workout. My arms were sore, my arms were cramping at this stage, my shoulders were so tense, but you know, we have to push through, we have to suffer for beauty, like they said, and it is all worth it in the end, because at the end of the day, I can have my hair in this style for a week and not have to touch it, so it is all worth it. Alright, so now we got to the front of the hair, and here the lighting is much better and my hair isn't falling onto my dark shirt, so you can actually see exactly what I'm doing. So like I said, I go over the roots a few times, and then I use the chase method, where I drag the comb in front of the flat iron to make sure that my hair is straight before the flat iron passes over it. And that was just one pass, and I am gonna come back to the ends later and do just one pass just over the ends as well. So generally I do one pass on my hair. If my hair is completely straight when I blow dry it using a round brush and smaller sections, I definitely only use one pass. I don't even come back to the ends at all. But when my hair is in this poofy blown out state after I use my blow dry with the comb attachment to save a bit of time, and then I have to do like 2 passes, and then I also have to go over the ends as well. So I guess it's up to you to decide if you want to spend more time blow drying your hair properly using a round brush, and then doing less passes with the flat iron, which can cause more damage. I think that is ultimately the best option, and that is what usually happens when I go to get my hair done at my hairdresser. But unfortunately, because of lockdown, I have to make do and I have to do it myself, and it's just a lot to be using a round brush on my hair. So on this day I decided to save time with the blow dry and just do more passes with the flat iron. But yeah, I know it's definitely not the best for my hair. So here you can see that I'm taking the black smaller rat tooth comb and I'm just doing one pass just over my ends to make sure that they are smooth, and then I'm moving on to a different section, even though it's difficult to see, but I did move on, it's not on the same section, and then I'm doing one pass again. And as you guys can see, my hair is shining, my hair is healthy, because I did do a moisturizing deep conditioner before I straightened my hair. And if you guys see some smoke coming out of the straightener, I don't know if you can actually see it on camera, but sometimes there was some smoke. Okay, you couldn't see it now, but sometimes you can see some smoke coming out. I promise you, this is not my hair burning. This is not the keratin in my hair melting. This is not me getting heat damage. That is simply from the oil, heat protectant, and the silicone that I applied. Also, I didn't actually mention why I applied a silicone. So a silicone isn't necessarily a heat protectant, but what silicone does is it seals the hair cuticle, or it actually coats it with a layer of silicone. And so when you go in with a flat iron after that, it gives your hair this shiny, finished look. So that is what silicone does. But when I wash my hair after using silicone, so after a week when I wash my hair after wearing it straight, I have to make sure to use a shampoo that contains sulfates, or a clarifying shampoo, to actually remove the silicones, because the sulfate-free shampoo will not remove the silicones, and then that layer will still be on your hair strands, and then that will prevent further products from penetrating your hair, which you don't want, because you want your deep conditioners and all of your moisturizing hair products to actually be able to penetrate your hair strand. And once again, as you can see, there was a little tug on the end, simply because I used the comb attachment blow dryer, not a round brush, and also because my ends are in entanglements. Guys, that word is just so funny. I'm sure you guys know what I'm referencing when I'm using that word multiple times. And oh, there you could actually see the smoke. See, smoke. Yeah, it's not my hair burning. And there I actually opened the flat iron and went back because I felt the tangle. So I first went through the tangle with my comb, but I didn't want to keep my hair standing still and like burning my hair. So I opened the flat iron and then continued. Like took it off my hair, just opened it, lifted it. So that's why it looked like it was in one place for very long. And now I'm just taking my black small red tail comb and I'm going over my front part, which is my accidental bangs, guys. This is what happened when I cut my hair while it was in the mini braids, a protective style, because like I said, some of my ends were looking raggedy, a bit straight, and I have accidental bangs. I'm not mad because they're not too short, but like I said, I didn't plan for this to happen. I didn't plan for my hair to be this short in the front. And you can actually see when I turn, just look how short that is, guys. My hair used to be the same length overall. Like my front hair was on my shoulders as well. Now it's there by my by my cheek. There by my cheekbone. And as you can see, the back is still quite long, but my hair is still a bit uneven. So when the hairdressers open up, I'm definitely going to get a proper trim just to even out my hair, because as you saw, the front is a lot shorter than the back because I was just cutting. That's what happens when you get scissor happy in lockdown. So what I do is I normally pin the front back like I did over here when I wear my hair loose, when I have my natural hair straightened. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel.